Greetings, my excellent friends. I don't know about you, but I, for one, think we can trust the kindly old lady who lives in the swamp. She seems fine. Some people like to live rural. And I'm sure hag is just a term of endearment offered to her by the local hooligans. Yeah, it was the other guys that tried to murder us just for saying, hey, calm down a second. Now, we have two directions we can go in. We can continue on that way, or we can go north to some goblins. The main reason to maybe look at the goblins first is that they all seemed really low level, as goblins tend to be. So smacking them might be a nice EXP booster. I wouldn't go any further into the goblin camp, but I don't think the goblin camp is the area I'm looking at. I think it's like a ruined village. Alright, do we remember how to play this? Well, I just pressed a hotkey that I thought would bring the map up, but it didn't. Oh, no, it works. I just didn't have the game window on. Good, okay, so that is correct. Karlak is still a quest objective because we haven't opened this bloody chest. We did, but we reloaded it. We know that there's a beholder in it, so I don't have a reason to unlock it for real. So we have the sunlit wetlands down there, and investigate Karga as well as get help from Auntie Ethel. So if I go this way, we could follow the Auntie Ethel path. They're still on the map, by the way, because I didn't kill them, but I did knock them out. So the goblin camp is theoretically in this area. Like, this isn't necessarily a central marker for the camp. This is where Sazza is. And there's infernal iron in here, which is for Karlak, so we definitely want to go in there. We still got EXP for knocking them out. Everything's continued travelling except for Lae'zel, but she can wait. We decided to stop pushing north. I mean, everything up north seems to be level 5. How are we for spells?
What's next?
Shadowheart is nearly out. Like, dreadfully nearly out.
No one back home will ever believe this.
And we did loot the not quite dead boys, but we... So here's the thing, their weapons aren't worth much, but we could take them from them for the sake of, peaceful disarmament.
Moving in.
Nah. Anyway, we skipped over this mugwort when we got pulled into the conversation. Another one over there as well, but We're either committing to going north or we're committing to going south. I think we'll go south. At the very least, we'll pursue this Karga lead, whether or not we go to Auntie Ethel's house straight away. Because Auntie Ethel's house is probably going to be fairly involved. I mean, you know, nothing says adventure like having tea with a grandmother in the woods.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Chevon? What's that? That is goat's meat grilled over a campfire and worth 8 camp supplies. Why is there a plate of food here? It's quite a good amount of camp supplies, but why is it here? What does it mean? I don't trust you, Baldur's Gate. I'll still have it. An offering to this supposed hag, perhaps. Looks like a deadish end over here, so let's take a look.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
Right. Difficulty class 20. Oh boy. High rolls, high rolls, high rolls. Nope. I'll give it one shot because the inspiration will pile up otherwise. Don't get... Oh, we do get guidance. Worse.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Cool! Great! That is the video game equivalent of the DM rolling some dice behind a screen and going, interesting, and then just continuing on like nothing occurred. Or telling you to roll a perception check and then saying, don't worry about it after. 4 is the inspiration cap. Is it? Nobody told me there was a cap. And by nobody, I don't mean you, I mean the video game. Because, how much inspiration do we... Ah, there it is. Maximum of 4. Gotten a fair few. I don't know if they all just put together as a stack or whether... Because like it gave me the option to use up to 4, and yet I've had 3. Anyway.
Trap. Be cautious.
Right, this is not a dead end. Right, you can walk on the water. So we should turn around and go the other way as well. Where's the trap? Spike trap. I don't fucking see it, but okay.
Don't touch me.
That sucks! I was fucking disarming that! No, I don't like that. I quick saved not long ago. The only reason that was hit was because Astarion pushed Karlach out of the way on his move to disarm the trap.
chill runs up your spine.
Oh, it gives me
Feel
another
like
shot
you're
at
being
this.
Watched.
Well, we'll have another 2 shots at this. Not deliberately, but so it goes. Oh, there we go. No, not quite. I thought I rolled 18, but I rolled up to 18.
The place has a quiet sense of calm.
Nope. It wasn't bloody likely anyway. Got 90 XP just for existing down here. Can we,
On my way.
finds the trap? I still don't know where the trap is.
Dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Like, what? What is it? I don't see anything. It appears in this mess, but there's nothing visual. There it goes.
My faith protects me. I must keep going.
And evidently there's another one. Which nobody is seeing.
Let's ride. This'll be fun.
There we go. Oh, okay, I can see spikes actually, right? It's in the water. Well, there we go, but I
can't slow down.
do maybe want to go back around now. Because, yeah, I thought we'd be stuck, but you can actually walk along the water. Yeah, the traps are they're a little less likely to get us. Ooh, there's a loving note and a wicker basket. Alright, what's the lovely note? Take a breather, lovelies, and have a bite to eat on me. Auntie E. I can't help but notice that there's no camp supply symbol there. Instead, there is a skull and crossbones and an indicator that whatever is going to happen to you lasts for 10 turns. The adventurous sort in me wants to take one, quick save, and eat it. You know, for experiment. 10 turns of upset stomach. Condition poisoned. Something was off about that apple. It is interesting seeing the world if you fail that 20 roll. Meaning what? Passing it makes the whole environment change because there's a hag illusion spell cast on it. Ah, this is why you're lurking, so you don't say things like that. I agree, Quooda.
haste.
Right, so it does turn around to the east here, which is good because there's a big blob of nothing otherwise. And yeah, the whole area just turns into swampiness. I guess it's so one of us can live to tell the tale, but yeah, no, we're not going to have the apples. We're going to be smarter than that. Oh, fuck's sake. Right, that one was fair, at least. Removed by healing, but I don't want to heal everybody. Right, it's still armed.
Keep your distance, darling.
Something wrong with that sound effect too, it cuts off too early. Six damage each feels a bit much too. I would use a short rest or the Song of Rest, but let's give ourselves a chance to get hit by another one first, because I think the short rest would deal with both. Oh, Jesus. 24 chance remaining of rotting. Disadvantage on ability checks and charisma saving throws. Okay.
What to do?
Might be a bit backseat gamey. Well then, don't. Oh, fuck it out.
Be cautious.
We did see the fucker.
Keep a blade close.
Oh, good, a crit.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Yeah, we'll just keep him moving on his
Let's
own.
be quick.
And then if he fails to see something, we'll grab another. Those aren't good apples either. No note from Auntie Ethel this time. I don't know that I like the design of these traps here, because, like, it gives you the perception check, but then do you have the reaction time to stop moving? Because I don't. Especially because you can't even see the trap hardly. Like, that's a very, 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 very well hidden, like, visual, which it shouldn't be in this design. Like, if the design was, hey, we're going to hide the traps so that you have to use your eyes to find them and then disarm them, that's great. But that's not what this is. It's, here's a skill check to see whether or not we tell you where it is. So in that case, kindly tell us where it is a bit clearer. Anyway, there's nothing here from what I can tell. Right. Well, some people definitely got into some trouble there.
Well,
Someone had some fun.
Yes. Okay, let's
Can't afford to stay idle.
bring our friends.
Whatever attacked them, you have to admire its gusto.
Onward.
Doesn't seem like there's traps in this section. Survival, nature. You can do the check too, can't you?
That might be worth a look.
There you go. She's not doing the nature check, though.
Let's move.
Well, let's let
How
inventory
much further
guide
can
you
I
on that.
go?
Grease, speak with dead. Don't need that, but we'll take the potential value. The half-eaten apple weirdly is worth camp supplies. Red apple, yeah, see, those ones are fine. There's some intestines. Great. Yep, these are all real food. And a book. The Approachable East, Volume 6. Printed on delicate paper, this journal records Rianne Forbeck's travels across the land. I must say, for a place with so many orcs and goblins, Thesk is a remarkably pleasant land. A true melting pot, where all are accepted, and quite a lot seems to be permitted. Alas, the crew I sailed here with were imprisoned by the harbour master, but I was soon on the road known as the Golden Way, and it lives up to its name. The wealth of a continent marches along this road. Furs from Neverwinter and iron from Nashkel flow in one direction, while silks and jewels flow the other. I have heard so many stories of the world. The Golden Way passes through Rashomon, through the wastes of the Horde lands, and on to the continent of Karatur, a land of empires, dragons, and beasts I've never dreamt of. I am so close to Rashomon, but what was once my dream now sounds so mundane. Last night I made camp and was joined by a charming fellow. I told him my dream of seeing Rashomon, and he laughed. He claims that Rashomon is nothing compared to Thay, and invited me to visit the court of the Zulkirs. It seemed rude to turn down such an illustrious invitation, so I will see what this Thay has to offer. Then Rashomon, and beyond. By my understanding of the history of Baldur's Gate, Thay and Rashomon don't get along well. At least the people who are from there don't. So we are just sort of rotting until the end of days. Food, 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 money. Scroll and die. I think that's everything in this.
Making me sweat. While I'm at it,
Site of tragedy. So, we came across there. There's still a long ways down there.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Doesn't go further than that. Ah.
How delicious.
I don't think there are traps outside of the water, so we'll group up for now.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Have to keep going.
Since we're as hurt as we are, I'll play the music.
Some rest's better than none.
16 for Karlak, yeah, because it heals half. Let's see, will we stop rotting? 3, 2.
Ah! My finger!
We saved! Of course, now we have a wound again, so we'll probably just start rotting again from that. But rotting doesn't take your health away. It's just that we don't want to get into a fight until it's resolved itself. Is that walkable? No. Go around to there, I guess. It's considered a chasm, even though it's water. Not even Karlak can jump along it. You can jump to your death, though.
Never a dull moment.
We
Time to
won't,
press ahead.
but we can. What was that you just failed to perceive? Is that another trap? We are in water again.
What now? Watch the shadows.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Right. Okay.
Don't burn yourself.
Yes.
Sorry, not the point, not the point, not the point.
Let's march. There we go.
Ah! Quick loading would be more effective if it didn't take 1,000,000 years.
Come on, let's go.
My faith will guide me.
Go on.
Well, well, well.
Or is that the one you failed?
All's well that ends. Oh, not as bad as
It's
it
not
could have.
ideal.
Watch
There we
how
go.
you go. There's a trap.
Is there? Is that god-awful sound effect again?
I've got a long road ahead.
Trap. Be cautious.
They put no less than 3 of them in here. As easy as it would perhaps be to say don't walk in the water, good lord, another! Oh no, that's just him rotting. Right. There's a sheep over there, another one. Perhaps we can have a conversation with them, see what kind of life they lead.
There.
See if they're really fucking sheep. Not convinced, personally. Yep. Did that not... Right, that did get him, okay. The sheep are actually cows. Hmm. See, I would do that if the game did not give you the ability to disarm traps. But if it does, then you have to disarm every trap in the zone. At least the ones you can find.
Moving.
There we go.
Traps. How considerate. Traps. How considerate.
Especially because I don't trust these fuckers to not walk into the water of their own accord.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Yeah, there's a fucking few, huh? And this is about where we started, so that blood is ours from the ones that did go off. It should be all of the ones that are here. Then there'll be more in here.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Someone's gonna have to put up with them. Hey, she told us to visit her at her house. Really depends on how the trap system works. So that's what sucks. That's when now we have to go get
Wits
someone
and
else.
blades, always sharp. I'll take this way.
Motherfuck.
Hey, good looking. On my way.
Yep. We don't really need a rogue per se for that. You just need a dex person, right? Like, they sort of
Damn, it's good to be alive.
took away the
Still
idea
breathing.
of a
Despite everything, on my way.
hard and fast rogue requirement. By making it possible for others. Like, it's just the skill. So, like, if you give a character proficiency in these, or it's just proficiency in this, they don't have to be a rogue. We don't all have expertise, but like Shadowheart with a +5 to these ones, like anybody with enough of a dex mod, you don't need +8 to be serviceable. Though you might not want to disarm 90 traps in here.
Alright, what now? Moving ahead.
Oh,
Don't be shy.
dear.
Got it.
Thank you.
Time to dance.
Okay. Right, that was 2.
I am ready. Let's try this way.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
I could go for your stopping with that fail spray.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
What a charmer. A trap. Time to dance.
1, but I need them both.
Soldier, where to?
Let's get going. Be wary.
Good.
This place is trapped.
Well, I suppose you could play again. You could play this without him in your active party, and then just for this section, drag him out. If you wanted to get all of them. I cannot wait to stop rotting, by the way.
Can't give up now. Should mind my step.
Careful, I bite.
Yeah, I should send you through. He does have the path of least resistance when it comes to going straight to the disarm. Though I don't think his perception is necessarily any better than anybody else's. Oh, this area's quieter. Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Is that blood?
Maybe the
No.
danger
Never mind.
drops down a little. Maybe. Hello, sheep.
The sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
Tell me about this place, sheep.
Bar.
Curious. Despite your magic, the creature doesn't understand you.
Animal handling? Not something I'm any good at, but bugger it.
Wheezing, the sheep backs away.
The sheep seems unwell. Then again, so am I. I do have flesh rot. An awfully persistent case of it, too. Okay, well, we can explore this section here.
Well, hello.
There weren't any of the spike traps in this little pond, were there? No.
Go.
At least things have stayed interesting.
How about this sheep? You any better?
Ba. Oh. Ba.
Bugger it!
Watch how you go.
Stop moving!
It's a trap.
I don't know how to stop them moving. I had stopped moving, but they had decided to walk everywhere.
Someone there?
Be careful. There are traps about.
Do you reckon? Oh, piss off. How many of the disarm kits do we have? We have 5. Now that said, that's one of like 4 that were around here.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
It was possibly just the 2, but I swear there were like a whole...
A
There,
trap.
3.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
Step lightly.
Okay, this spot's safe. We already did this one in here. Gotta make this place safe if it kills me. Shut up, let's pretend that made sense.
No one stopped me yet.
No, but if you don't stop your flesh from rotting every 2 minutes, you might... not last. There is a 3rd sheep that I haven't spoken to. And oh boy, the swamp just is quite large, isn't it? You got as far as there. Must need to go all the way around to get further than that.
Trust no one.
Especially not in a trap-filled swamp, eh, Astarion? Oop, what was that? No, that was flesh rot. We're no longer rotting! Yay! That was a rotten experience, all things told. Alright, let's see how many of them are in here.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Yes, I think we've established that by now, Astarion.
Traps. How considerate.
The sheep, notably, don't seem to be in any danger from the traps.
What to do? Never want
Okay,
to
is
be
it
easy
safe?
path.
He keeps moving too
Watch
far
your
in, so
back.
no, it isn't yet. But eventually it'll be safe to animal speak that last sheep. At least, I don't actually know which one the last sheep is, but we'll process of elimination it once we are. Oh, there's a tea house, is there? Is that it? Yeah, we are. We are trapless here. Very good. Okay.
Never a dull moment.
The coast is clear, everyone. Right then. Very eloquent. Riverside Tea House. And that terminates there, so I don't know how we get across here. Maybe it's actually a jump from there to there. Yeah, I'll go back and take a look after I explore this way and to the waypoint. Maybe to there as well.
Another step forward.
Quick save so that I don't get surprised by a trap that I missed.
What's in here?
No, not that. Anything up here? Nope. Yeah, there's nothing really over there. Always be mind reading. Cannot read the minds of the sheep, sadly. I have stopped looking into these barbed bulrush because all they have is poisoned apples. Nobody found whatever chest is in here. Damn it. It's annoying because, like, they tell you you failed the check, so you know there is one. It's like, hey, there's loot here, and you're not having it. I suppose you could come back with other party members, but that doesn't, it doesn't feel fair. Okay, can we just leap across this rock? I think we can. I think that's close enough. I didn't think about this. No? From here? Why is it red? Karlak?
What's cooking?
Yeah, you can. We all can. It just wouldn't let me find the.
All right.
Must have been.
What
Must be
now?
like a pixel perfect like amount at that strength.
Breathe deep and move.
Yes, please.
But we're across. Oh, there is camp supplies there. A succulent pear. Maybe I should be looking at these. Don't want to get
Is that blood?
wounded again.
No. Never mind. Light on my feet.
Lightning on my feet. This leads back to that rock from the very beginning that we shifted. I do like that. Like, practically, this is nowhere near this. But physically it is. Practically, you would have to go around half the map to get back there. But physically, it's a breath away. In a lot of games you don't notice that because levels are segmented. Again, I'm not allowed to jump as me, and I do not know why. Because, like, I can see the circle. And it isn't giving me a reason either. It says not enough space here, but it doesn't say it here.
What's the story?
Druid Sanctuary, okay. That's interesting. Why is there a Druid Sanctuary here? This is where we're going for Karga, though, so that makes sense. Oh, there's a... Oh, Jesus! My map is open! They're all summoning each other. No, Woodwode. We're in a big fight across the whole island, but we've barely explored it. Also, Astarion isn't here.
What a day.
He's not in combat. Could you get across? Fuck, I don't want you to join the battle when you haven't jumped over. Okay, well, we're gonna have to figure that out. The Woodwodes seem to be the main features here. Regeneration is concerning.
Hop, hop.
I'd rather have them come to me. Can you shoot? You can. May as well rage and then shoot. I mean, target is too far. You could shoot before. Yeah, there.
You're not gonna like this, mate.
Critical hit. 3. I don't agree with that ruling. I don't know that that was much of a critical hit.
Got to focus.
Whatever. Disadvantage because outside normal range. Could we move you then? Yeah, much better. Not brilliant. Could toss a healing word, but I'm only missing 2 HP, so it's not worth it. Alright, so the ancient methods are summoning young 6 HP ones. Those barely count as enemies. Looking at it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 ancients. Now, Astarion, I'm gonna get you to come across if I fucking can. Yeah. That's a shame, though. And this is the most you can move. I don't know if you'll be able to hit anybody. Actually, yeah, you can. No? Why not? Oh, because of the rocks in the way? Oh, that's boring. Okay. I can have you dash over here. That'll have to be it.
Can't even catch my breath.
Disadvantage where you can move forward like Shadowheart did. Still? There, better. That's the best I'd say we can do right now. Okay, that's... Whoa, what just happened? He nearly died. Why is that? Ranged attack on Ancient Mud Mephit. Hit for 8. Killed it. Fell to a lethal blow. Young Mud Mephit disappeared. Party gained experience. Ancient failed a saving throw against a blast. Wait, does killing the big ones turn their kids into bombs? Huh. That's good. We've nearly killed this one. But we need to make sure those bombs don't hit us. Because that dealt 11 damage to the Ancient and 5 damage to the Young. The only reason that Young's alive is because it succeeded. Okay. Good to know. They're not going to move anytime soon. They've had their turns. Which means these two could shoot him dead and us be safe. And then there's only one Ancient left. I don't know how the Wood Woads necessarily work. They haven't moved yet, but we'll find out. Hopefully they're not going to summon even more Mephits.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Woodwode is dashing. They still can't move very far because this whole area is difficult terrain, thankfully. There's 3 more. One's nearly dead. Oh, Jesus, you managed to... Fair run. Muddy. That's just... 2 turns. Movement speed halved. Attack rolls against it have advantage. And your attack rolls have disadvantage. Great. So, like... That doesn't say disadvantage. Oh, yes, it does. That's miserable. I want to kill you so something blows up.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Ideally. Yeah! Okay, that killed everything in the area except for that Ancient Mephit. So all the young Mephits are gone. The problem is if they summon a new young and that young gets close to us. Can I do that on you? Yeah, she can make it.
Down the hatch.
Oh, they blast as well, do they? Shit. Still hit for 5, but it's dead. That's good. There's only 1 left.
Can't afford to let up.
Let's make a point of trying to kill that before it reaches us, then. Attack roll is disadvantaged here. Maybe we could have her chucking guiding bolts around. But maybe not on... Oh, no, yeah, that's still going to be disadvantaged. Okay.
I'm ready.
Why did you look at my Steam recap? I didn't share it. Snip had 900 or something achievements, so I am roughly half a Snip. But he also played 100 and something games, and I played 22. So it depends on what criteria you're looking at as to whether I'm half a Snip or a fifth a Snip. Let's...
Still breathing, despite everything.
decide what we want to do here. I wish I had like a better visual as to who had what actions available. Like I can do it if I hold if I hold my button over end turn. But what I'd love is if in combat you saw like a green and an orange on their heads, lit up when it's available, grayed out when it's not. So you don't have to go looking. So at this point everybody's free except for Karlach. It's disadvantaged because of outside normal range, okay. Does moving into the mud make him muddy? I don't know, but we can't get up there without jumping. So I may as well just go like this. Yeah, now you can shoot him just fine. But you can't sneak attack shoot him, unfortunately. No flanking, because we're all still taking pot shots from a distance. But this is a good start. Astarion's the only one who doesn't have disadvantage because of this muddy bullshit. Six. I'd like to kill you. Yeah, Hitman 3 I still need to do some. There's like one achievement I didn't get from Mendoza, which, and then there's the Sniper Assassin stuff, which I still haven't, like, I haven't had the impetus to play that, so I wouldn't bother finishing off the Mendoza one until I'd, like, made a decision to fully 100% the game. I got the challenges, and those mean more to me than the Steam achievements. Does that make sense? He doesn't have a lot he can do with his bonus action. We could hide, but I don't know how well that'll work.
On the hunt.
It worked.
Nothing will stand in my way.
So a shot here, yeah. It's outside normal range and muddy, but moving into normal range wouldn't change anything because you can't double disadvantage. Although I guess it is making us move, looking at that. What we could do is chuck Dissonant Whispers for a better chance, but not a huge difference. This is 4 to 9, and we need to hit it for 8. The spell would be 3d6. I'd really like it to die before it has the chance to move near us. We might also need to worry about these guys in a second, but let's do a level 2 Dissonant Whispers on that. Maybe it'll kill him. Actually, we'll have Shadow Heart attack first.
What should I do?
Because we can worry about those guys next turn. If they hurt us, but we have Karlach. Let's just see if she hits and lowers the HP at all. If she doesn't, we hit harder with him. If she does, we won't.
Down with you.
Yeah, that's bad.
Well, so much for peace.
Let's just throw a level 2 spell, see if it works. 60%. Oh yeah, you're dead. I'm happy with that. Okay. You have a bonus action. We can throw a healing word at Karlach, but I'm not going to because she's still got more health than any of us. 3 spell slots left. I'll save the healing words for the rest of us.
Faith will protect me.
Or possibly another Dissonant Whispers on one of these bigger guys.
Ready for another round?
Let's have some courage.
Okay. They're still dashing, so they're not attacking yet, I don't think. Astarion's hiding isn't going to work. Okay. This one's not dashing. This one just took a few steps forward and that's it. Okay. We're not muddy anymore, so we can hit things now. They have high defense, and they have regeneration. Let's use a guiding bolt. Good start.
This is gonna feel good.
Can Karlach rush? Not enough movement. How far can you walk? You can go up to there. Let's have her go to her maximum. Can she not just jump forward and then do a raging attack? She's still raging it. Yeah. No, she needs a bit of movement speed. She cannot currently jump, so she can't get forward without dashing. Okay. Fucking arrows it is then, which means it can't be on you, because you're too close. So we'll just have to... Oh god, she's gonna be useless this turn. Hey, 25% chance. I have no other options. She's still crit.
Ready.
Alright.
Time to push my luck again.
The dance macabre.
You stopped hiding, so you can't... You do have advantage, because of the guiding bolt. Let's do a sneak attack advantage with the guiding bolt on the woodwork. Maybe we can kill it with that, and then we've only got one enemy to deal with. Nope, that was 6 damage. That sucked. I thought sneak attack did more than that. Nothing else we could do from range. We can have him walk. Hell, we can have him bonus action dash. Get him closer to them.
Yes, here.
That's
Come
about
on.
it.
Can't stay idle.
I have no idea what that website is, but if you say it's about sport, that's probably why I don't know about it. Because I don't follow any of those. Not even the E kind. As for me... we can keep using Dissonant Whispers. If we're going to long rest after this fight, and we are, I'll just keep using Dissonant Whispers. Use it on the one that's got lower health, try and put him down. They can't be frightened, but they did do 11 damage, I'll take that. $13 damage.
Need to stay focused.
Oh, my word.
Time for a cup.
Entangle is an interesting choice. You're dashing. Okay. Karlak was heading towards this one, but this one's decided to melee range for us, so... fuck it. Ooh, god, your chance to hit is garbage. We'll try a lacerate, but we'll have to swap to, reckless attack when we inevitably fail to hit it. Unless we guiding bolt again, but these guys have to deal with that one. They rolled a 7. Yeah, make it reckless. And still miss! Christ. Okay, well, do your offhand. Frenzied Strike. Regeneration broken. Alright, good. I don't know how that necessarily works, but great. Sneak attack melee, 45% chance. Not ideal, but... tell you what, hold that.
Blood comes easy
Can I
these
kill you?
days.
45% chance. The spell is 55. Let's do that. Got him. And level up! That's very good.
Need to act fast.
Okay, we don't have a guiding bolt outside of level 2. But as I say, we're gonna have a rest. Is it a good idea to rest in the swamp? Probably not. But we're gonna. So we're just gonna... These guys haven't actually attacked us yet. You know what? Yeah, let's back that down, maybe. We don't need to use absolutely everything, just in case there's any sort of trouble. We can rest through the damage as much as we can rest through the spells.
There's blood in the air.
You just sneak attack it. Okay. 9 and a miss. And then I can offhand shoot him, right? Can't I? Where is that? There it is. Not a good one there, but alas. You can have one turn as a treat.
This is good.
Good for him! Dick.
Let's turn someone inside out.
I'm heating up.
You're heating up 30% chance. Good lord. Keep trying that lacerate if you can. No, can't. Reckless again. Still garbage. No, not Pommel Strike. Frenzied Strike. There we go. Da 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 da. Karlach got a little bit ouchied. Yes, I'm aware of that. I can read. We're still going to use it because the turns don't last that long, and -1 on its own isn't terrible. We get Mud Mephit Wings. That was interesting with the explosions. I think that would have been really bad if I hadn't have identified it super early and killed most of them from across the way. We only had one melee range Mephit. Interesting. Woodwode Shield.
Let's get on with it.
Is that for you?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Twisting Branch, Balsam, and Woodbark. Twisting Branch is a club. Somewhat makeshift.
No traps, please.
Funny that you should say that here.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Attention.
The rest is going to take a bit because when we level up, we'll get to level up everybody. But this is what I wanted. Getting to level 4 is good before we get too deep into other
Have
things.
a lot on my mind.
I do want to
Well, in it.
loot.
Very well.
We can deal with the chest when we come out of the rest. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the decoy. You're busy looking at this and you don't notice that you can literally just hop the rock right there. Because I missed that. I did a silly and missed that until I came back around. Looks like the Investigate Karga quest mark is just right here. But it's not a huge area. So let's just, yeah, save. And go sleep in the middle of this lovely swamp. We've got 1,000 supplies. Yeah, I think we can afford it. Definitely never got to this island. Huh. Astarion would like to speak.
Still alive.
Before we do
So that's
conversations... Well, we're going to have to talk... We don't necessarily have to talk to Astarion. We need to drop somebody from the party, and then we need to talk to the people we'll be adding. We can skip Astarion with his beaming exclamation mark, and let's do the hard
things have
work of
stayed
leveling
interesting.
people up. 27 health. A new feat. Yeah, this is level 4 is the feat level. You get one level 2 spell slot and that's it. But we gain a cantrip and we gain a spell. So, what do we have for cantrips? Blade Ward. Take half the damage from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for 2 turns. That's not bad, but does take an action to put on. True Strike, also not bad. Advantage on your next attack roll. Friends. Now this is like baby's first charm person. So I wouldn't take that. It is bardy. It's just that I have better and also advantage on charisma checks. That's the last check I'd need advantage on. Dancing Lights is just light. I have dark vision. Light is just light. I have dark vision. Minor Illusion is fun though. That's a fun little. I don't know that that'd be get much use out of me in a video game, but it's a funny little distraction thing in the tabletop, right? These 3 are effectively useless. These 2 are for combat, but the fact that they take actions mean I don't know that I would ever want to use them instead of something better, so let's just take the Minor Illusion in case there's a funny use of it, like once. Spell-wise, we should probably grab a new level 2. Heat Metal is not bad because it's damage and it also fucks with people's weaponry, which can absolutely ruin a humanoid combatant. But Invisibility is a nice stealth one as well. Casting Invisibility on a Starion would be good synergy. See invisibility. I don't know how much invisibility gets thrown at us in this game. Lasts until a long rest, though. I like the idea of heat metal. Is there anything we're not using that we want to get rid of? Definitely using that, we're definitely using that, we're definitely using that. We haven't been using Disguise Self, but that doesn't mean we won't. People have raved about this spell in this game, about how you can, like, the main use I can think of in what we've done so far is turning yourself into a tiefling to talk to the tieflings, but I don't need to, because I already am. The goblins, though, I don't know if I can turn myself into a goblin, but, yeah, I don't want to give this up in case I come up with a use for it. Sleep? Oh, that's not sleep. That's Charm Person. Yeah, I still like the idea of having that. And Detect Thoughts I'm also using. I don't want to change any of these. My spell list as Bard is pretty solid. Oh boy! Yeah, these are D&D feats, alright. So we can increase our stats. We can double our proficiency bonus for deception and performance. I think I already have that in bardic expertise, as much as actor is a fun idea. Alert has always been one of my favorite feats in D&D. Just that giant initiative bonus and the fact that you cannot be surprised is really good. Athlete wouldn't be what I would take. Charger is just like movement-based attacks, I believe. Crossbow expert, well, we don't have crossbows. But yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We have 2 crossbows. When you make crossbow attacks within melee range, your attack rolls don't have disadvantage. Your piercing shot also inflicts gaping wounds for twice as long. We are more spell-focused as a character concept. As much as I'm shooting the crossbows a lot, that's just for research conservation. Yeah, that's the thing. Ability improvement is the most optimal choice 99% of cases for level 4, I'm pretty sure. Like, there's a whole bunch of interesting stuff, but getting better at something weird, or having like a new, like, not many of these are like really, really, really consistently good, quite so much as hitting better with your main abilities, right? Like, bumping charisma up to 19 or dexterity up to 17 is a good idea. Or actually, bumping them both up to... Because do you get your... Does your bonus come up on evens or odds? Because if it's evens, I'll do 1 each, but if it's odds, I'll do 2 to charisma. Dual wielder, you can use 2 weapon fighting even if your weapons aren't light. So that's very important if you want to dual wield and you're sick of being restricted on what you can dual wield with. Evens. Ooh, that's a really good one for me then, because I got 2 odds that are ready to go. Durable gives you constitution, but also you regain full hit points each time you take a short rest. That's nice in the tabletop, but with this game's systems, I don't think it's very helpful, because you just can rest all you like. Elemental Adept, your spells and attacks ignore resistance to a damage type of your choice, and you cast spells of that type, you can't roll a 1. Nice. Great Weapon Master is really important for two-handed weapon fighters. Like, that's something Karlach will take, either now or next time. Probably now, though. I don't know that she needs the strength as much as she needs that, because when you get a critical hit or kill somebody, you can make another melee attack. Well, actually, that's... She still has that with the rage, doesn't she? But the second part, attacks with melee weapons you are proficient with and are wielding in both hands can deal an additional 10 damage. That's the part to think about. The -5 attack roll is a problem, but Reckless Attack Great Weapon Master is a really good combo because of the offset. It's riskier than just Reckless Attack on its own, but 10 is a lot of damage. Lightly armored, we already have light armor efficiency, I think. Lucky is good. 3 luck points. Once 3 times a day, you can just gain advantage, just for free. Lucky is good. Mage Slayer, use a reaction to immediately attack the caster when you're in melee range and they cast a spell. Magic Initiate. I don't know why I can choose Magic Initiate Bard. I don't know why I can choose Magic Initiate at all when I am a magic class, but basically this is like you get a tiny taste of that class's spells without taking a level in the class, which is nice. Martial Adept is like a tiny taste of Battlemaster Fighter. Medium armor, heavily armor, yep, those are things I can't have because I'm not proficient. Mobile is good for difficult terrain, and also no opportunity attacks. Performer lets you basically be a tiny bit of bard if you aren't already one. 2 ritual spells. This game gives you a lot of rituals for free, so I don't know that that's very interesting. Sentinel. When an enemy within melee range attacks an ally, use a reaction to make a weapon attack against an enemy. So it's like a defensive, well, offense. Sharpshooter is great for your ranged weapons specialists if you have somebody that is never going into melee range, like if we wanted Astarion to never be a melee dagger guy, but I think he's better with his melee daggers. So yeah, you don't have issues with high ground, and it's basically Great Weapon Master, but for range. Skilled. See, this is one that if you were going to run without a rogue and you wanted someone who was just as good as a rogue as lockpicking and all of that, you could just give them this feat to prop that up. You'd still need them to be a dex person. Oh no, it's just proficiency, isn't it? It's not expertise. Maybe not as good then. Spell Sniper. The number you need to roll a critical hit with spells is reduced by 1. Also, you get a bonus cantrip, but that's not bad. Tavern Brawler. When you make an unarmed attack, use an improvised weapon, or throw something, your strength modifier is added twice to the damage and attack rolls. This is one that people say you should give to Karlak, because she can use Enraged Throw with this. And it's very funny. You do need shit to throw around, though. But I think you can just pepper her inventory with throwables, right? It doesn't have to be something on the ground, does it? Tough just gives you a hit point buff. That's a nice one. Warcaster helps keep your concentration. And then Weapon Master just gives you more proficient weapons to choose from. Anyway, yeah, we'll take an ability improvement from me. Astarion got Sharpshooter on your run. Yeah, it's tempting. It's tempting. I like melee because of the bonus attack. Well, the bonus action attack with the dual wielding, but we could give him Sharpshooter and keep him crossbowy. Well, longbowy, actually. So this will give me an increased bonus on both of these, then. Yeah. That's really good. We can't do this trick again. If we take ability improvement next feat, then we can only get one of them to go up, but that's real good. 41 health and a new feat. That's it. So now, yeah, here's the question. We can give her Great Weapon Master. We can give her more strength and maybe Constitution or something. Or we can give her Tavern Brawler. Great Weapon Master is more straightforward. Tavern Brawler is more fun. Ability improvement is the most straightforward because we don't have to think about it at all. It just makes her hit and damage better. But only by like only by 1 point each time. We can always take another one later. I think next level 2 is when I might multi-class her into fighter. 8 barbarian, 4 fighter, but taking the fighter levels from 5 to 8. Oh, she gets this too. Right. Even better. Didn't even think about that. Great Weapon Master doesn't give you one of those though. No. I think if she gets 18 strength too. Barb 5 first. I forget what that gives you, but sure. When you make an unarmed attack, use an improvised weapon or throw something. Your strength modifier is added twice the damage. So yeah, if we can up this as well, then I'd say this is better because it is this plus. So that's the one. Right, extra attack, yep. You don't want to delay that. Class feature, she gets another level 2 spell slot and a cantrip. She does not get any new spells, but that's because the way her spells works is different, right? She just prepares 7. I think we're still happy with where they are. We haven't really used Spiritual Weapon, but that's more because right now level 2 spell slots are important. And I don't want to use one on a weapon. It's not that I wouldn't use it, it's just that I would use it when she's a higher level and it's therefore less of a sacrifice. 4 cantrips. This isn't terribly important. But she's never a front facer, so thaumaturgy won't help. Light doesn't help when we have dark vision for everybody. So just take Blade Ward. What should we give her, though? I have not thought at all about what sort of feat to give her. Could just give her alert. But do we want her wisdom to be 18? We can't really do much with the second point. Is there something that gives you a point of wisdom and then something else worth taking? She's a primary caster, so yes to what? I said a lot of things in a row. We do have her smacking things often enough. She's not very good at that, though. Plus, yeah, it's true. We could move it into her constitution. You're right. Okay. As for you, again, not much for a rogue, just the feat. Sharpshooter's an option, but looking at his stats, we could get him Dex 18, but we can't really make much use of anything else that he uses regularly, unless we were to give it another point later, but it does feel a little bit wasteful. We could give him alert, because he gets a sneak attack against anyone who hasn't acted. So him being Mr. Super Initiative would mean he'd probably get to sneak attack at the beginning of every single combat, without having to worry about how else to earn it. And then by the time we get to the second turn, hopefully we got someone flanked. So that would synergize well. And also, us having someone who can't be surprised is probably a good idea. You could also give him Dual Wielder, because that's what he does. Gives him a +1 bonus to armor class, and lets him dual wield more interesting weapons, so I don't know how necessary that is. Daggers are fine. Or we could give him Lucky, which is very funny to me. I feel like my brain tends to make him go to melee range, so taking Sharpshooter wouldn't be the smartest. But I might give him alert, so that someone has alert. Because the rest of us can be surprised, but someone not being able to be surprised is very helpful for not having us get completely smacked on a surprise round against us. And I really do like the initiative bonus. Plus it's more fun than 3 ability improvements. If he had something to give the second point to, but he really doesn't. Because his constitution is even. That's the weird thing about D&D's stats, because literally an odd stat functionally does nothing for you until you find another way to bump it up. Now, that said, we still have 3 more characters to level up. They are the B team. So, Karlak, I'm going to need you to make some space.
Soldier.
Sounds boring. Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Let's get Gale first, because he's going to be the most annoying. Will would be the second most annoying, and then Lae'zel will be very easy.
How can I help?
Do you still not want to eat anything? Yeah, that's why I like the... Yeah, I like that too. Like, Karlak getting 18 strength and something cool is really good. Alright, level 4 wizard. Do you get level 3 spell slots at level 4 as a wizard? Nope. They do keep that fairly in line. Wizards don't get them faster than anybody else. 26 health, a cantrip, 2 spells, and a feat. Let's see. Shocking Grasp. You would never be in melee range. That's a terrible idea. Acid Splash sounds funny. Literally, the only time this man will be in our party is if we absolutely have to put him there for, And it's not because I don't like him. It's because wizards are complicated, and I don't want to go to the mental energy of playing with one on a stream game. It's enough that we have a bard and a fucking cleric. We could let him have a familiar. No, we should grab level 2 spells, really. Here, we'll give you invisibility in case we ever really need someone to turn invisible. We could pull you out. Blur is good. Disadvantage on attack rolls against you for 10 turns. That's a very good defensive spell that a wizard can have. We'll give you that, since if we ever have you in our party, we might be, you know, playing around you as opposed to with you, so defending yourself on your own would be a good thing. It's also the fact that, like, he can learn spells without having to actually gain them on level, kind of. Like, we still have a bunch of level 1s prepared. Minor illusions so he could look at himself more. You could figure out a way to do that. Int 18, con 16 is probably good for him. And I definitely don't want to spend too much time thinking about the offhand party members' feats. So let's just give him the stat buff.
How can I help?
When are you gonna eat my stuff?
I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here in the meantime.
Well met. That's the spirit.
Like many before him, the man gains a cantrip. Have some poison spray. And a Scorching Ray. He could get charisma and dexterity. Warlocks don't use intelligence, do they? It's just the wizards. It's interesting, like, how much they overhauled charisma in 5e. Like, charisma helps bards, paladins, sorcerers, and warlocks with spellcasting. Intelligence? Just the wizards. See, wisdom was always clerics and druids and rangers. But yeah, just the wizards compared to 4 entire fucking classes. Does Artificer use intelligence? They probably would, because they're like the science people. But man. 5e. You don't need a big brain.
Well met. Are you sure? The blade stands at the and just...
The blade can blady well bugger
We
off.
should speak up.
Speak. It is done.
Why skipped 3e? I know 2e because of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and I know 5e because it's been everywhere the last 10 years, and also this game. So in my Baldur's Gate brain, I compare it directly to the last 2 games, in which, among other things, bards were useless. But so were thieves. I'll give her a Great Weapon Master. I suppose she can have the strength and constitution together. Yeah, we'll just give her that for now. I might give her Great Weapon Master for the next set. Tying off those evens is very good.
Speak. Shook. As you said.
Seems simple enough.
Okay, it seems like nobody needs to speak to me except for... Oh, Karlach's lie down. Who's Clive?
Hey, soldier.
Fuck yes.
Karlach, you are very adorable. But yeah, presumably you have nothing to say to me either?
Lady of Sorrows, guide us.
Oh god.
Did you want something?
I will leave you to your prayers. Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Who is a good boy? I like how after we finish petting him, we just stand there with our hands on our hips, looking accomplished. Like, yes. Truly, I am a hero of the people.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night.
The moment where you bit me.
The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste.
I like you, but don't hurt the don't hurt our friends. Don't hurt our friends. That will cause you problems. Do not hurt our friends.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. But you don't need to worry. I'm just thinking out loud. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like?
Something exotic, surely. An Amnon liqueur.
Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced.
Could I convince you to kill someone less useful? Jesus. Keep your eyes to yourself. You'll make people nervous.
Relax. We're just talking. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them,
Karlak.
who would it be?
I mean... Are you really asking which of our companions I'd eat? Yeah, no, Karlak, let's not beat around the bush.
A brave choice.
Astarion
The
approves!
more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into.
Anything that keeps you away from our necks.
Don't tempt me, darling. Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Sorry, I'm just still processing the conversation we had 5 seconds ago, but carry on. Alright, can we do the booze achievement here? I think we can. So this achievement is for, if you're not familiar, Aussie Rob, every time you go for a long rest, you need to use 40 charges of camp supplies. You can automatically select them, or you can just pick from the food that you have, and there is an achievement for only selecting alcohol. So, I like that. Yeah, they do make you drunk for 2 turns as well. So, Suzalian Sweet, 2 bits of Portal Sherry, Tiche Pink, Whalebone Spiced, more Portal Sherry, wine, Stag Swift Tonic. Do I have something that's worth 3? Let's get rid of that one that's worth 1. We just need 1 more. And oh, I see. It's ordered. Yeah, I don't want 44. Hang on. There we go. 40 out of 40. Glug glug, motherfug. It helps that your food is split up in piles. If I wasn't lazy, I would do that. As it is, I had a night with almost 100 points of supplies from carrots. Yeah, because you don't get to choose... Oh, no, you can just right-click split. That's easy. There's no issue at all. Bottoms up. Long rest using only alcohol. A time-honored dwarven tradition. Ain't it just? Nobody has anything to say to me in the morning.
Well, hello. What can I...
For once we can't understand him, but we'll fix that. Wouldn't it confuse the dog if sometimes the bearded man can speak your language and other times he just can't because his concentration... Well, it's not even concentration. He just hasn't thought about casting the spell. Anyway, we've got to get our mind reading and our animal speaking going. There's also speaking with the dead, but we can't just turn that on. We have to start it on a target, so I need to remember. Because it's annoying, because once you have it active, you can recast it whenever you want, and also because it's active, eligible targets are lit up. But for the first one of the day, they're not lit up because you don't have the spell on. So you just have to remember to try a corpse. Yeah, Scratch is there to be like, oi, dude, speak to dogs already. Jesus. Anyway, that's it. We're rested and ready. At least they are. I'm not. I need to take my break now. But we'll keep exploring the Druid Sanctuary as soon as I come back having had my own camp supplies. So give me about 10 minutes? 15? Hello, I am alive. Let us continue. I got caught up, I was reading about the, Insomniac hack ransoming. They just obviously were not inclined to pay $2 billion for their own data. So, a terabyte and a half of company secrets are now just hanging out in public view. Not great. It's the more employees' personal stuff that is shitty there, like gaming development information I'm not that excited by. Especially because mostly seems to be Marvel game stuff. Anyhow. We are here in the Druid Sanctuary, which is an interesting name. There's a wooden chest here. Perhaps this is what we're...
Anything of use?
Searching for. But it's a small swamp island enclosure. I'm surprised they didn't pay. Twisting vines. Tell you what. I'm just curious about something. Let's walk over here. Can I get rid of those vines? Yes, it doesn't light up the whole forest. But you can delete a chunk like that. That's good to know. I imagine that would have been, because we didn't really use fire on the whole wood-woad thing, but those guys were basically trees. I didn't think about... Because, like, to me, those lower-level cantrip stuff isn't that... Yeah, like, the reason why I'm reloading... I hope I quick-saved when I left. I would have. That'd be funny if I hadn't rested. Oh, no, I quick-saved before I did that, yeah. But I don't want to use a resource that is long rest locked, but presumably that would have been quite unpleasant. Now, that said, burning this doesn't do you a lot of good because it's still going to be, you know, unsafe to walk on for a little bit.
Can't give up now.
$102 gold and the Sparkle Hands. Gale can eat this. On a hit with an unarmed attack, the wearer gains 2 lightning charges. While imbued with lightning charges, attacks against metal constructs and foes wearing metal armor gain advantage. That is Monk Gloves, which is completely useless to my entire party. Right, it blocks their regeneration when they're on fire. That makes sense. Sometimes I just want to feel that spark, Eerie the Spark Struck said. Feel the lightning course through me. Well, potentially it's Gale food, but again, I'm very surprised by the fact that Gale... Like, it's been several rests since he mentioned... I thought that there'd be, like, you know, he'd tell you, and then the following rest he'd ask for one. But he still hasn't asked for anything. I kind of want him to do it because I want his storyline to progress. I don't know what it's tied to make him eat something, but I kind of want to see what it's like. And we have enough stuff now that I can give him something irrelevant. Hell, I think we've queued up several. I'm not sure what we're looking for. But it is supposedly over here. We'll explore the rest of the island before we delve especially deep into that seemingly empty
What's
corner.
hiding here?
Fuck all in that wooden trunk, I'm afraid. This... We've already been over there. Yeah, everything's... Pathway along the water up there. That's Ethel's home. So we are winding down as far as how much swamp is left, I think. Can we crawl up this hill, or do we need to find another way? Here.
That might be worth a look.
Dirt mound. Oh boy. Cheese, sausages, carrots, potatoes, money, and a vial of acid. It would be so funny, but also not good from a gameplay perspective. If you jostle the chest before you open it, if all of the food is like corroded and there is an empty bottle instead of an acid vial. Because I don't know, maybe you would, but I would not put a vial of acid in my food container. Sealed or not sealed, I just simply would not combine those concepts. Now, that stump isn't a stump. That is a tree, is it? No, it's a stump. I was trying to figure out if the tree was, like, hiding so that we could see what's behind it, or whether it's an actual stump. But we need to find out what the hell this refers to. Maybe it's in the... No, the vase is empty too.
Must be the tree from the note to Korga. What's that cleft there?
There's a cleft. Wooden crevice. There we are. Let's actually degroup because I don't want you guys walking through the vines. Like that. Oh, for fuck's sake. You good? He's good. Letter to Kaga. Let's just, Now, what is that about? Why can't I jump? It's me, it's literally me. Is it because I'm in the... No, I can't jump. I'm not encumbered. I'm allowed to jump when I'm not controlling myself. Because we got there. Everyone else can jump. Why can't I jump?
Well, not as bad as it could have.
PG3 can't jump. My main character can't jump. What does this red icon mean? You need to press the button instead of using Z. If you are equipping a certain... There's a certain item. Is that the one I have? Yeah, Fleet Fingers. Are you wearing the gloves that makes jump a free action after dashing? Apparently this item fucks with your out of combat jumping. It's not supposed to, it just does. But they say you can still jump if you go into the menu, but like I can't even find jump anymore.
A long way to go still. I wonder what the next move is.
Oh, it's here, it's the blue one.
Let's get going.
Okay, so you can jump, it's just that the Z shortcut doesn't work. I have to hit this. That's why I couldn't jump across those rocks before. It's because I was pressing Z. So I guess it's bad. Well, I mean, it's bugged. I don't know how I feel. It's annoying.
These boots have seen everything.
Oops. Well, I can't jump with vines on me anyway. Alright, letter to Kaga. Kaga. Olodan has sent word of your progress. I am pleased that the Rite of Thorns has begun. I depart soon from Cloakwood. That's where the Shadow Druids live. To Baldur's Gate. Should you need further aid from my circle, now is the time to ask. Once cloistered, the Emerald Grove will be the Shadow Druid's domain, and you, its first druid. In Faldorn's memory, Archdruid Alis. Faldorn. Can I get... I'm currently moving to the Baldur's Gate wiki, and I am loading up Faldorn's character page on the Baldur's Gate wiki, because the thing about the wiki for this game, they have a lot of audio files for the companions in those games that play their voice lines. Let's see if we can bring up what Faldorn sounded like in Baldur's Gate 1.
I am angry. Don't talk to me now.
She's angry.
Death is a natural end that everyone must face.
Okay, so she had a fairly normal voice. A lot of the characters in that game had very bonkers voices.
Your shallow regard for nature sickens me.
Trivia, although their beliefs are conflicted, Faldorn has the same voice actor as Jira. That's fucking funny. Yeah, no, those two don't get along. They're like the opposite sides of druidity. Anyway, in Faldorn's memory, Archdruid Alis. Speaking of bugs, your first time finding this place was trying to get Astarion out of a bug where the game thought he was knocked down, so you couldn't fast travel him. Search all over the place to find enemies to actually knock him over so that you could help him. Oh, he can't even help himself. Anyway, that's pretty solidly damning evidence. Investigate Kaga now tells us to confront her, proving that she's in league with the Shadow Druids. That's probably going to be a fight. So this is all stuff Blue Moon never experienced then, I suppose, because you never found this grove. We have two choices here. We can continue on to the Riverside Tea House and finish our business in the swamp, or we can go back to the Emerald Grove now. I think we should continue our business in the swamp first. Fast travel makes it trivial, but narratively, these guys would not trek all the way back and forth. Which means we may not get to it tonight, because we have an hour, and I don't know that... This feels like a whole business, and so does this. I think that's everything that's here. I mean, we do have the fast travel to right to that point, so we could go straight to Cargo and then just come back, because, like, there's nothing else to explore here. We've seen everything in this section. We would either be continuing right from there, because we even explored down this way, or we'd be going up there. I'm tempted to go up there, but... Yeah, alright, well, let's continue this quest through and just pop back to the Emerald Grove and see Karga. You found this note? Oh, so you'd already done all the Grove stuff. Because, yeah, I imagine if you solve the Goblin Tiefling crisis, this would stop being something that you can do. Maybe you still could, but... This feels like a side thing. As much as the Druids are, you know, an important part of the conflict, like... Getting rid of Karga one way... Are we good? Yeah, the stream doesn't actually end, does it? It goes to that awful fucking Twitch placeholder image. At least I believe. Because my VODs don't get chopped up anymore. If they did, I'd be a lot more worried about having this happen so often, but... I also would not have any actual methods of fixing it or changing it in any way.
What's up for discussion?
Need anything else?
Can I give you my wares? Delightful. Could also give you all this stuff. Gale can't eat it. It didn't seem that useful to me. I've got a decent amount of money now.
Don't touch me.
Does anybody else have wares? You do.
What's next?
You do. Just, be sure to go into the specifics of that after we've finished, like, the whole thing. After we've done everything with the Grove. Which ain't gonna be now, because we've not met the goblins yet. Hey, Arabella, how you doing?
We're not gonna be safe. Not now. Not ever.
So you're feeling good, then? Is there any sort of pre-buffing we would want to do? I feel like we're probably going to be fighting her.
There's no time to waste.
But, like, we're going to be fighting her with... At least I assume it, like, it's awkward because, you know, how do we do this in a way that does not turn the druids entirety hostile, which is a bad idea, because presumably we're going to make friends with Halsin, right? Karga is the problem, not everybody else. But, like, they keep saying Oladan, and I think that those rats are shadow druids. Or at least that one of them is. And the answer is no, I don't think there's any
Looking ahead.
spells that we have that we'd, like, cast ahead of time. Some of the other characters have them, but not really here.
Need to find a way forward.
That's what I mean. So yeah, we do have proof. Actually, yeah, should we talk to Zevlor first? Could we, like... Nah, because they wouldn't let him in. That's the thing, they won't let him past the... The quest objective says go to Karga, but let's see if we can talk to others first. Like Wrath. In there. But also the door guards.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
See to your business here, quick.
No.
Show some dignity and leave.
Okay, so the door guards are not going to help us.
Not yours. It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves.
This is where I wish I had a move faster button. I mean, I'm sure that they'll give you those eventually in the form of haste and fly and shit, but even then you're going to be spending resources. Which isn't good.
Let's see what this does.
Let's see what this does. It's a door! You open it and walk in! I know that you're not an int-based character, but you're not an idiot either.
We're civilians now. Our time grows short. If Korga won't abandon her madness, then we'll have to try the road. Goblins or no. What is it?
No. Doesn't surprise me because, like, ostensibly if we were, like, convincing him, like, hey, we have to go fight her, she's a shadow druid, they wouldn't let him in anyway. What we need is to convince druids. So I think before we talk to Karga, we'll try and tell Wrath. It's funny that the nice druid is the one named Wrath, but the W isn't there, so, you know. Damn it. I was trying to do the click ahead thing, you know, where you, like... I don't want to click all the way around this corner, so if I click down there, they'll just automatically path to it.
Finished. We've shown them once.
I wish I could offer more assistance. I hope to see both you and Halsin again soon.
No. Well, hopefully these guys will help. If this turns into battle.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor.
I know the truth. You mean to take the grove for the shadow druids.
What?
Ah, there we fucking go. Holodan?
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Oladan, I can explain.
Shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Korga! What is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
Take this letter, Wrath. It should explain everything.
What in the Cloakwood? Korga, have you lost your mind?
Halsin is weak, Wrath. But in the shadows, we are strong. We are safe. There is no other way.
You and Halsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of harmony.
Olodin speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin?
The choice is made. Korga, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Olodin.
We can mind read. The shadows won't save you, they'll corrupt you. Stop this while you can. I kind of want to try reading her mind first. But I am saving for a reason. 13. Bonus 2. Bonus 3 to 6. Okay.
With the grove taken for Cloakwood, the Circle will see that I'm right. The Great Mother will guard us from all danger.
You're so desperate to be proven right, it's made you forget who you really are.
Yes. When the darkest hour fell, it was us that brought light. Sylvanas demands we illuminate shadow, not hide within it. How was I so blind?
Careful, Korga. The shadows don't forgive.
I belong to the shadows no longer. You've no power over me.
You would question my power. Mother Earth, hear me. Grant me your wrath.
Did we just fucking change her mind? Okay, we're fighting, but who are we fighting? Not her. We're fighting the 3 druids. And we got a bunch of friends. Loik, Markorel, Findel, Silver, Wrath, and Kaga. That worked very well. Mind reading! Woo! Olodan will have a go. It's level 5, level 5, level 5. But yeah, but Kaga's level 5 as well. In fact, Kaga's better than them. So if we had to fight her too, this would be much worse. Instead, this should actually be somewhat of a laugh. I mean, it's 3 druids, but we are... How many fucking people are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... We're 10? Yeah. I don't feel like I'm in danger here. Always fun to see that bar fill up with friendlies. Exactly. The only problem is I kind of want to see all these guys have actions. But in order for that, my team needs to not decimate in the next 2 fucking seconds. That said, I think we should sneak attack, right? We'll do it on Oladan. She's this supposed leader, so she's the scary one.
Spill some blood.
Just a tenner. It's alright. Do you think the druids would turn on us if we openly did a vampire bite? Now, we're giving up the healing because he's full health. But specifically, I want it for the buff. And also, I can't be sure whether he's even going to get another turn. We're getting the happy, exactly. We're getting the happy. Waiting for him to get hurt first is an option, but nah. Missed anyway. And then turned into a badger. Right, druids. Fuck. Health has an interesting effect on them. Let's get you moving out of the way. You're a little... Oh, attack of opportunity. Right, so it does provoke it, right? But it doesn't always say it does. Or is it a matter of, like, if I don't walk into... I'm going to test this.
Need to find a way forward.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that the provocation was because you moved within his opportunity range on your way out. But I wasn't in it by default. Now I could start in on another druid, or I could start in on Big Badger. Because this is such a overwhelmingly odds in our favor fight, I'm actually going to try not to use resources here. I'm going to try to stay healthy so that we can just carry on. Don't have to sleep again after. So let's just try to have myself and Shadowheart not go too spell heavy. Crap.
Dead son.
No, I don't think I need to use cutting words to prevent Kaga from succeeding against her own former team member. Woo! Keep going on Oladan. Oh, 1. Dang it. Could you run up and... No. You can't bonus attack. Yeah, you can flourish. That would actually do it. Fuck it.
Right, better get to it.
Never the fuck shall I mind. This one we will cut it. Whatever the fuck I just said. Bite on Ren. You're a wolf now. Congrats. Bite on Karga. Karlak attack. Attacking a wild-shaped druid. All of this seems like overkill because of 1 HP. It isn't, because the damage carries over through to the form, I believe. We could go for Ren instead, though. Theoretically. Since it looks like she's going to live, Karga has nice equipment for a healer. Were you around for the dialogue that preceded this? Because you have this is the first thing you've said since I came back, so I don't know. You said that you had her end up getting killed by tieflings, so you never had this. Did anything happen with the rats for you? Did they just disappear later or something? Anyway. I'd say we just go for Oladan.
Poor fucker.
Bye, Oladan! Shalele! This is an interesting fight because everybody here except us is a druid. It's less interesting because we are dominating, but like if we had just backed off, might have been curious. Anyway, sneak attack time. Bugger me.
I won't give in.
I think we should shoot this one, actually, because we get the advantage over there. Also, I think Ren's having enough trouble being surrounded by 5 fucking enemies, including 3 members of my party. So I'm just gonna shoot the wolf. Fuck! Yeah, Blue Moon, in that case, if you're interested in, like, the conversation that led to this, I do recommend watching that. But essentially, it looked like the persuasion check would have done it as well, but it seems like you confront her, show Wrath, the other druid, the proof, and then there's a chance to talk Karga down. I assume if it failed, we would be fighting her too. But because we succeeded, this is a hilariously one-sided fight. Because Karga, to me, with the 65 health, looks like she'd be the sort of boss of this battle, but instead she's with us.
Let's spill some blood.
Oh, you sort of... So 10 HP on you, 15 on you. This is wrapping up. Shadowheart, still kind of garbage at the fighting of it all. Can't flourish either, so you're just sort of done unless we want to waste a level 2 slot. We don't. I could push him. That would be funny. If anything, that's helpful for him. He's no longer surrounded by 5 people. But I like the idea that we almost pushed him into the vines. And now he's a bear. And Karga opportunity attack and nearly killed the bear. Ooh, Loic. Poor Loic. Loic is straight up dead. Alas, I'm not going to use cutting words to save Karga because I think Karga can tank that. She sure can. I don't think Loic is very important, so we're going to just let him continue to be dead. Pinta is nearly dead. Let's let one of them deal with that. We'll go take a bite out of Ren. We are still raging, aren't we? Yes. Can we use an enraged throw? We could throw that all-important chest. Does that count as an action? What should we throw at him? Disadvantage because it's too close. Do you mean? Wait, could we throw Ren? Hang on a minute. What if we threw Ren? At Pinta? All right.
If it's an argument you seek, you won't find it here. Whatever the Tree Father's judgment.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I'm really glad we picked Tavern Brawler. I just killed 2 fucking halflings by throwing them at each other. Oh, the process of figuring that out. I like that we can't loot their friend, but we can loot the Shadow Druids. Mark Coral, how do you feel about what the hell just happened?
You may have won over Korga, but I'm not so easily swayed.
Are you fucking kidding me? Maybe... Maybe he does not fight on our side if Karga does not fight on our side there. Alright, basic poison, arrow of acid, dagger, a short bow, and some leather fucking armor. God, you are boring. More leather armor and a club. It's fine, we'll be selling those before we leave.
I should speak up.
Leave. You are not wanted here.
Dude, you're literally standing in the blood of the druids I just saved you from.
I am ashamed at how far I let your machinations spread.
How about you? You like me, I saved your life.
Oh, my savior. I wish you could have visited in better times.
The terrifying pool of blood is great. Also, she's healed up, interestingly. We haven't.
Path lies before me.
Shadowheart's still missing 2 HP. Where's Wrath? There he is. We'll talk to Karga last. Return to Zevlor now. On investigating Karga. But we'll speak to where'd he go? He was up here. Where'd he go? There you are.
You have saved Korga from herself. I cannot thank you enough.
You can thank me with money.
You once called me a monster. Seems I've proven you right.
You're damned right. Joining the Shadow Druids? What were you thinking?
I was thinking I could make us safe. A foolish notion. To think we'd find comfort in shadow. I endangered a child. I betrayed the Circle's trust. We will stop the Rite and I will stand trial. My fate lies with Sylvanas. May he have mercy.
Sorry, I'm not listening to you because I just saw a ghost wolf disappear after fully inhabiting the empty space of the camera. Just walked right into frame and then whoosh, out of existence. And if that isn't the most omen-y thing I've seen ever since I started playing this game, I do not know what is. So what were you saying? Your fate lies with Anus, man? Okay. And what of Zevlor's people?
We will grant them safe harbor until they depart. Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking.
How did the Shadow Druids even find you?
It began with a letter. There was no messenger, it simply appeared. Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The Druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. They ordained that all circles cast the Rite to shelter from the storm. Olladin taught me to harness the Tree Father's power to wall us in. In return, well, you know the rest. I would turn the Grove over to them. I won't forget the wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halsin returns to heal them in full.
As punishment, you're the one who cleans up all that blood. Do none of you care about the fact that one of your guys just died? It's very notable that he has such little health, too, because Findle's level 1, he's got 22. Mark Orell's level 3, he's got 22. Why has Light got 8?
different.
If they'd attacked anybody else, they'd probably have survived it. If only it really was this straightforward, convincing xenophobic jerks who want to build a wall that they are full of stupid ideas. Note now that they've stopped chanting.
Korga was right. We must put ourselves first. You had no right to intervene. You're not one of us.
Right then. Bitch.
Well, at least the sun is nice. You should try it. Lay down and bask in its warmth.
Almost certainly. I imagine if you play as a druid. I saw somebody say that there's a specific line when you enter this camp. There is a specific line that only exists if you are a tiefling druid. And I fully understand why, because that's a very unique state. Like, if you're a tiefling, you get tiefling lines here, and if you're a druid, you get druid lines here, because those are the two main factions. And as you approach this area over here, you have that confrontation between the tieflings who want to come in and the druids saying no. So when you're there, if you're a tiefling, it goes one way, and if you're a druid, it goes the other. But if you're both, the dialogue is completely unique. Because they have to deal with the fact that, well, it's awkward, isn't it?
I knew Korga was desperate, but I never imagined she'd get Cloakwood involved. You pulled her from the brink. She owes you her life.
You've known her longer. Has she really changed?
By all appearances, yes. When I look at her, I see the Korga I once knew. But it could be another lie. I pray it isn't.
You stop waving your ass.
I know you had to stop her, but Korga was just trying to protect us. She went too far, but at least she had a plan.
I have a plan. Kill goblins.
Korga lied to us. She betrayed us. She didn't deserve your mercy.
What are you? Because you're a man from the looks of it, but you have antlers.
The Rite of Thorns has ceased. It seems you will be allowed to stay, but behave.
These guys' clothes are having some trouble.
Did I say that out loud? We've been chanting for days. I need some rest.
What are the boring forest people in Gridania? Elemental?
Bear is preoccupied with a shiny pebble.
It's funny, I thought the bear was sleeping. Oh shit, there's tieflings in here now.
Looks like the druids have eased off some. Small mercies.
Now they're done messing about with rituals, maybe them lot can make themselves useful.
This place ain't so special. Why were the druids so protective of it?
For these ones, I kind of wish the line would just appear above their heads. Like, we don't need a full 3D scene change slowing down the movement.
To think we almost finished the ritual. I felt honored when I was chosen to participate. Now I feel guilty I didn't object.
Now that that's done, would any of you mind Yes, they would. They would very much still mind if I were to walk up and yoink the fucker. Statue's still important, ritual or no. I get it. We are walking very slowly because we're encumbered. I need to go sell things.
No time to dally.
Or we could just throw something at Shadowheart. Here, have some armor.
One day I'll catch a break.
No, we're still... We shouldn't be. We are. Fuck. Okay. Have more.
You ever scare me like that again?
Mom.
You saved our little girl and stopped the ritual. Thank you. We are in your debt.
I hope we'll meet again under better circumstances.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
I think half of this is repeated, but it's because the ritual stopped, I guess.
We're not going to be safe.
Arabella is back, and the druids have stopped their warbling.
You got our little girl home safe. And I can rest easy knowing we won't be turned out on our backsides.
What happened to the one that was turned into a bear here? Oh, I guess the answer is they're not a bear anymore, but I don't know who they are to
What's up for discussion?
check in with them.
We've ceased our ritual, but that's not an invitation for you to do as you please. Be respectful of this place.
No worries, I'll try to respect. Yeah, I don't see another bear wandering around, so he must have turned back, in which case I don't know which one he actually is, so we've probably spoken to him. We need to go to Zevlor in any case. To have a discount because I saved your grove.
Think you could stand back a ways, pal? I'm fishing for chumps here.
Ah, that's right, you refused to sell to me because I figured out that you were a thief. Man refuses to sell to anybody capable of determining that the sun in the sky means it's daytime.
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Weird kid, bye! Do you think it increases the damage you deal when you go "Yah" when you attack?
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
Anyway, we're not talking to all of these tieflings. But maybe after we talk to Zevlor.
I'm told the druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened?
Karga has agreed to stop the ritual.
Truly? Ilmater's ashes. I never thought she would actually see reason.
Oh, she didn't.
Thank you. We still have the goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare.
She saw shame.
I need to ensure my people make the most of it. But here, left over from my soldiering days, it's sparse thanks for what you've done for us. And I'm afraid I have more yet to ask.
If it's a packet of military rations, I'm going to be very disappointed. Tell me what you need.
You've bought us some time here, but the goblins are still massing out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
Kill the goblin horde's leaders. I'll see what I can do.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
Hellrider's Pride. When you heal another creature, it gains resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
What am I to do?
She's already got the when you heal ring, so we'll take the when you heal gloves, and that way we don't have to deal with the I can't jump problem anymore.
Keep your steel sharp.
Yes? What is it?
Okay. So, defeat the goblins. In order to help the tieflings leave.
Best be on my way. Better not be cursed.
We'll see if we do that. I imagine we will. I don't know that we'll be able to talk the goblin leaders down, but our bardly self will certainly try.
We're exposed now.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
Yes, and when there's 107 goblins, how many spell slots do you have, Mr. Level 3?
You've had your share.
Yeah, but I just saved the
How many people are dumb enough to
grove from the druids. Admittedly, I haven't saved the grove from everything yet, but I've saved the grove a little bit, so maybe I could have an extra bit of soup. No, fine. Fuck ya. I'm off to speak to the hag. Karga had something that gave healed targets acid damage on attacks.
Who are you people?
And how did you come to have so many friends? Hello, Kiko. We are in a swamp. Whoa! What the hell, sheep? Okay then. I guess it was celebrating the raid, but I don't know why it needed to leap clean across my entire party. Yeah, so this is a totally normal swamp full of baskets full of poisoned apples and a spike trap every 3 meters in the wading water. So everything's normal, and there definitely isn't a hag here. Okay. What? Okay. Please explain the leaping. Well, that one's angrier than the other one. Let's just leave this sheep alone. I'm gonna walk up the water here and check for traps again. We could go straight towards the tea house, but I kind of want to explore the north.
Step quick.
Fuck! Right. Ow. Removed by healing. Oh, he'll live. It buffs you when you are healed. What, the gloves I'm wearing, or the one that was being talked about? You know, this is when you heal another creature.
Watch your back.
So the answer is yes, there are more of these traps in here. At least there was one. I'm not seeing more.
A fine sword in hand. And a fine adventure at the bottom of the swamp, no doubt.
Interesting. Is this safe? Probably not. Don't mind him, he's just rotting.
Don't linger.
Okay, I think we're out of the trap happy spot there. Let's have the group join then. Look, I didn't ask for the open wound.
Certainly.
Some alchemy and
is that blood
stuff.
No, never mind. What to do?
Admittedly, I did not. Yeah, when you deliver it to someone, it doesn't put it in their pouches, which is annoying. Oh, inventory. Always my least favorite of things. There's an addled frog over here. And it doesn't appear like there were any traps.
Let's move.
Along the way.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Down here. Is he going to keep rotting? He is not going to keep rotting. It is delightful. Addled frog. I'm going to talk to you with my animal speaking ability.
Green leaves, shallow water. Green leaves, shallow water.
What?
Green leaves, shallow water.
A chill runs up your spine. There is something wrong with this creature. Very wrong.
Burn, bleed, kill.
What's wrong, little darling? Perhaps I should just go.
Green leaves, shallow water. Green leaves, shallow water.
I'm going to save because I don't want to waste a level 2 spell slot, but I am going to try this. Lesser restoration. No, target is not blinded, bloodless, diseased, paralyzed, or poisoned. Has reflective mucus, but I don't think that's...
Never a dull moment.
Water, shallow, leaves, no.
We could throw him in the water. Regrettably, that appears to have started a fight. Second mirror image, third mirror image. Well, I'm not going to kill him. That seems unkind. But putting him in the shallow water did not Help! What triggered the fight? Oh, I threw him across the map. Kill the hag. Come back and see it. What if we don't kill the hag? What if we become the hag's friend? You can't yeet carefully. Not with that attitude. Throw was not a red action, so I thought it was alright.
At the ready.
Notably, there is some walkable space up there, but I think it is well and truly up. I don't think it's something we'll be jumping to, right? No. How does one get there? One thinks that's probably to do with another location. Goblin camp stuff, maybe. Why didn't we think of trying that in Planescape Torment? Well. Up the steps. And we're back at the sheep and the fast travel spot. Okay, good. There's the cottage. What was that? Oh, it was just one of us, I think. It is a nice place. There's a person up here. His name is Gandril.
Let's see.
There's a well. There's a shabby wooden
Fresh,
door.
sweet-smelling water gurgles gently below.
So how silly do we want to be today, guys? Wow, 50-50. No, never mind. My doom is wished for. Well, I'm quick saving.
The warm rush of power flows through you. You feel stronger, faster, better.
Great, I just had a Gene Forge canister. Refreshed. That sounds nice. Until the next long rest, too. That sounds really nice. I'm not going to give that to anybody else. Not out of selfishness, but out of I don't trust it. It's a nice house. 6 HP, trader of quirks and sundries. She's level 5, but we don't know what that means. There's Mayrina. She certainly doesn't look like a Disney princess in distress. It's a lovely little cottage in the... What the fuck? That's a perfectly normal purple shield of don't touch my shit. Anyway, let's talk to Gandrel. He might know something about Auntie Ethel. Maybe this is Uncle Gandrel. Maybe this is her husband. True, I've not been to a swamp cottage.
I should speak up.
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter? I'm surprised. I thought all Ger were vagrant cutthroats.
I knew you were a jackass, but a racist? I'm shocked! I'm just going to let them interact.
And more. We steal chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters, the list goes on. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
If I were a cutthroat, I wouldn't admit it either.
True. And I have no proof to offer but my word.
Why are you standing outside a hag's cottage?
Our paths need not cross again. I'm hunting a vampire spawn. And it's a little too bright for you to be my prey. His name is Astarion. But I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out. If I can afford her blood price.
Well, here he is. Oh my god, what? The way this game just continually lets you say the things that no player would sensibly want to say for any reason other than to troll. Like, makes absolutely no sense that anybody in this condition, traveling with this party, doing this thing, would just say, "Oh, Astarion, that's that guy." Like, but you can. And when you find this Astarion, you'll kill him?
Not this time. My orders are to capture him.
Oh. And bring him where exactly?
Baldur's Gate.
Bring him
My
where
people
exactly?
Wait for me there.
I'm assuming that Astarion would talk like this when addressing this man. Just don't let him see the little teeth pokies. A table might say. Yeah, okay, fair. Only a spawn. Pity, not like it's a real vampire. I'm gonna be a bit of a smart ass here. He's probably not gonna like it.
I don't know. I'm sure a vampire spawn could still rip out your throat if he felt like it.
He is right, unfortunately. They are only weak when compared to their masters. During the day, we have the advantage, but at night, when they hunt, you'll not find a more deadly quarry.
Interesting. Astarion, what do you think? See, that's the idiot option, because that's you forgetting that Yes, I'm sure they can creep right up on you.
We've all survived so far. Let's focus on that.
It would still be wise to post guards at night. The threat is real.
Indeed it is. We should do something about this threat.
Hmm. I'm genuinely not sure. Because, like, this guy's probably not going to come after him because he, you know, he's pretty thoroughly fooled by the daylight thing. And he's probably a decent fella. At the same time, who are we to order Astarion around? If he feels sufficiently threatened that he wants to deal with this, then... Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like, it's not murder. On the idea of... We've gotten the information. We know that he's after Astarion. I'm not a paladin. I'm a bard, which means I don't have to be a full goody two-shoes, and we can do the whole situational ethics. Granted, he's not out to kill Astarion. Oh well. Do what you feel you need to.
Excellent.
The vampire? It can't be.
Level 5, 64 health. He's the only one who outpaces him. He's got a crossbow, so let's get in his face.
Delicious.
Whoa! Oof. 2 damage on the Hellish Rebuke, that sucks. Right, Hellish Rebuke is not a spell slot. And I get 1 per long rest, which means I don't get to use it again against the hag, presumably, but... I still just use it the first time I get, because not everybody attacks me. So it's like, I can't, you know, tactic it, really. I should get out of the yellow stuff.
Shall we cut and run?
It's a shame. We need to take a short rest before we can bite him again. Actually, I'm tempted to I'm tempted to load so that he can eat the guy. For poetic reasons, but...
Fuck yes.
Nah, we don't need to do that.
Over there.
Okay, she lost the acid conditioner. Good. Does she even need a rage? Nah, there's no downside, is there? There is, normally, but I don't think the fatigue thing happens here. Huh? Shoot. There we go.
Survival is all that matters.
Can't give up. On I go.
Let's have another healing word. You don't have an action because you've been rezzed. Okay. Let's get you all the way out then.
This will do nicely.
And then just have you hide.
Let's find some prey.
That'll force him to attack someone else. Hopefully. Attack everybody! Good lord.
Let's go.
Could you run up and murder the fuck out of that fellow? Go with a lacerate. We'll be short resting after this.
Open up.
That's better. Give us a frenzied strike as well. There you go.
Truthfully, I'm a little surprised you chose to shield a stone.
Let's
Really?
hope it doesn't come back to bite me later. Still breathing.
Get it?
Despite everything.
Doesn't come back to bite us. Gandrel's Aspiration. That is a heavy crossbow.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
You have a light crossbow +1. You have a heavy crossbow that isn't plus. So let's maybe give that to you. Feller of Monsters. Again. Sounds good. Oof.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
That's the main reason to kill him then, I guess. The crossbow. We could give that to Shadow Heart, because you'll notice that I'm always using range with these two, and I'm always using melee with these two unless I'm forced to use ranged. However...
Hey, good looking.
she's a lot more likely to hit with it.
No one back home will ever believe this.
3 trap disarm toolkits. You can have those.
All's well that ends, well, not as bad as it could have.
You can have the gold and the 5 garlic.
If not over.
So that's, yeah, she's very definitely a hag then, because Gandrel knows she's a hag and specifically sought her out as a hag. Oh, she can't have heavy user? There you go. Well, there you go, Karlak. Please enjoy. Speaking of the hag, that'll have to be tomorrow. We do not have time to go into her house tonight. What we can do is take a short rest. We could take a long rest. It's certainly, we're not, Actually, yeah, there's really no reason not to, except to, like... Because, like, it's possible that the party will want to talk about what happened with Karga, and I'd like to investigate that. Let's find out. Because at the end of the day, we have 20... more than 20 long rests. I was reading about how this game sort of de-incentivizes long resting by giving you the supplies, giving you the short rest charges, giving you lots of things to, like... It makes it out to have a system, but also the long rests is where you have a lot of conversations. And so you really should not try and resource balance, but just, you know, just take a sleep to get the most out of the narrative. That said, nobody's lit up.
What's on your mind?
So they might not today.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Here we go. So there's a monster hunter after you.
Not anymore. Which is all that matters, really.
But why was he hunting you? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I was kidnapped, just like you. It seems Cazador wants me back.
And who is Cazador, exactly, other than the most terrifying creature ever to stalk the desert of the Mojave?
Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
You're sure he's behind this?
It was him, I'm sure. Only he would know to send the Gur after me. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me.
Saved you by turning him into a vampire slave.
Well, he didn't mention the slave clause at the time. And now he sends a Gur monster hunter for me. It's a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back.
Why capture you? Why not just kill you?
Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me.
Well, you're safe with me.
Aha! Safe! You think I'm safe? Do you know the power a vampire lord possesses? He can change shape, turn into mist, call wolves to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you.
Well then, we just need to recruit a druid, then that druid can kill him right back with his bare hands. Slightly adjusted spelling. Alright, what do you suggest?
First, we have to... I don't know. Well, if we kill his lackeys, he'll just send more. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight.
What do you make of Raphael's deal?
I won't lie. It's tempting.
For some reason I couldn't ask him about that
If
before.
I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
We have other options. Better options.
Figuring out what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute, and then finding time to kill my old master before he can control me once more? Yes, that's an option, but I wouldn't bet eternity on it.
That's probably why we couldn't ask him before.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador.
You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to.
I don't want to say a damned thing, but that won't do anyone any good. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
Yeah, that one's a bit shaky. But also, Karlach mentioned the engine before she told us she had it, so... So you were his slave. Tormentor, what did he do?
He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse.
That sounds terrible. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows.
You keep me safe, I'll do the same.
What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
Anything else?
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Speak.
Nope.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
You hungry yet?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Man just does not want to eat. Right, I think that's everything. Except for you, but you probably won't have anything new either.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want some?
Nope. Okay, sleepy time. So this may have something to do with that water I drank. It's fine, I'm sure that's not the hag's damage specialty or anything.
What's on your mind?
I'd like to throw up. Nevertheless, I shall persist. Tomorrow we will enter Auntie Ethel's home and see what awaits us there, whether it's a friendly chat or a fight to the death against a horrible monster, or a friendly chat followed by a fight to the death against a horrible monster. For now, I'd say we had a pretty productive stream, having explored the swamp and fully finished the Karga thread of the Emerald Grove quests. That's true, we might need to get Astarion to bite the hag. We'll also need to remember to speak with... damn, I just closed the game off of that. I need to remember to speak with animals at the start of tomorrow's stream. I didn't do my setup with Detect Thoughts and Speak with Animals. Try to remember that. Fare thee well.